What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. I'm gonna try to post some consistent YouTube videos here moving forward. Officially into my off season. I've been into my off season now for about a week, maybe a week and a half now. I started my off season at 283. I'm currently at 295, so pretty quick, pretty fast gains. It's in the same condition I was at 283, so I'll probably post some pictures up just to show you the difference. And I feel great, man. Endurance is good, strength is good, so this is by far the best I've felt at this weight, not even close. So far I feel good, man. I'm gonna be 23 weeks out next week, I believe, for my show, so I'll probably have another 3 to 6 weeks of off season left before I get into prep and start dieting down. So gonna make the most out of this growing phase and then bring my best at the show. Anyways, I'm gonna do a full day of eating today, so I'm gonna start it off with meal number one. Let me show you guys what I got. I got meal number one, which is 2 whole eggs with 8 ounces of egg whites and 2 strips of turkey bacon. Then I have 4 packets of quick oats, which is about, let's say, 140, 150 grams of oatmeal. And that's gonna be meal one. Pretty easy to get down. I'm not a big fan of eggs. In the past I would drink the egg whites, but that's been fucking up my stomach lately, so no more drinking egg whites. I gotta eat them to be able to digest it properly for whatever reason. I kind of go in and out with the egg whites. Sometimes I digest it fine drinking it, sometimes I can't. So when I can't, I don't, I just eat it. And then closer to the show, where usually you're dehydrated, low on carbs, constipated, the egg white actually helped me stay regular, believe it or not. So I kind of use it to my advantage whenever I can, and that's basically what bodybuilding is. Bodybuilding is literally learning your body, learning how to reap all the benefits and use everything to your advantage, whether it's supplements, whether it's food, whether it's training. Use everything in the most advantageous way possible. So that's bodybuilding in a nutshell. So that's exactly what I do when it comes to all the aspects of bodybuilding. Try to maximize every tool I can. So that's meal number one. About to go work out. This is my pre-workout meal. So after this, I'm gonna go work out, and then my meal number two is gonna be a post-workout shake. So I'll try to get that on camera as well. If I don't, just know that it was 2 scoops of whey protein, and it was 120 grams of carbs from maltodextrin or clusterdextrin or whatever I have. It might be Racimate, Vitago, whatever I have on me at the moment. So that's what that's gonna be. If I don't get to show you. If I do get to show you, then you'll see it. But anyway, let's do that. And I also want to discuss what happened to my last prep and why I didn't finish. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know what happened. But why I didn't finish documenting the prep on YouTube, and why I think I cut it short. Can't remember exactly when, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But for right now, I gotta rush to the gym to train my client, and I have to eat my meal. I probably have to eat it while I'm driving, so nothing new. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym for my back day. Just wrapped up back. It was a back thickness day, so pretty much it was all rows. The only pull down variation I did was close grip pull downs, and the way I do them, it kind of feels like a row, honestly. So it's just straight thickness. My back has more than enough width, so I don't waste my time doing a bunch of pull downs and pull ups. I throw it in there once in a while, but for the most part, I train strictly for back thickness, heavy rows, light row. Well, I don't go light on anything, but try to keep the form as perfect as possible. When it gets a little heavy, you know, that's a little harder to do, but I always bring the weight back down and make sure I get good stretch, good squeeze, all that good shit. So wrapping up now. About to have my meal number 2, which is the shake I told you guys about when I'm back home. It's just, like I said, it's 120 or 120 grams of carbs, full maltodextrin right now, and 2 scoops of whey protein. Pretty simple. I'm gonna chug that real quick and then go train my next client, and then I'll be back home for my meal number 3. Good back day in the books. I'm gonna down the shake and back to work. All right. So this bodybuilding shit is 24/7, man. There's no off season. There's no off time. There's no off period. It's just all in all the time. If you actually want to be good, that's what it takes. So you know, don't believe people that tell you that you can bullshit and party and do all this shit and still be a good bodybuilder. I don't believe in that. I mean, if you have 1 in a million genetics, maybe. But even then, why just be good? Why not be great? So, yeah, I'll see you guys later for meal number 3. All right, guys, about to take down meal 3, and it's gonna be, of course, we got the 8 ounces of salmon, which is looking like probably like 10, 11 ounces today. You could thank wifey for that. And then I got 14 ounces of jasmine rice, along with some corn salsa. Got a cup of Diet Dr. Pepper. This meal is not my favorite meal, but it's not my least favorite meal either. It's pretty decent meal. Gets the job done for me. That's meal number 3. I'll see you guys later for meal number 4. Alright guys, meal number 4 about to go down. This is a pretty, probably one of my favorite meals. As you can see, we got 110 grams of Frosted Flakes, and I got 50 grams of whey protein isolate. So you can see this is probably why this is one of my favorite meals, because I get to eat some cereal. Anytime I can incorporate some that tastes good, it only helps me get the food down in the off season. So I'm gonna down this, and then I'm gonna see you guys for the next meal. All right guys, meal number 4. We got a duplicate meal, same thing. Let me show you guys what I got. Once again, it's gonna be 14 ounces of rice, corn salsa, and we got 8 ounces of salmon. All right. So that's meal number 4. About to take this down, and I'll see you guys for the next meal.
Woo! Good job! Good job!
Yo, what's up guys? So basically I wanted to cover the reason why I stopped filming my last prep, and I also wanted to discuss how the show went for those who don't follow me on Instagram or just haven't seen the update on Instagram. Yeah, so basically I pushed myself extremely hard this prep, and toward the end I just didn't have anybody who competes knows the feeling. I just didn't have the mental capacity to even film myself and talk to the camera. Honestly, I was really just trying to get through the workout and keep the intensity as high as possible. Bodybuilding nowadays, you can't bodybuild in the shadows because you'll never make a living from it, right? So I'm already making a living from bodybuilding, you know, as an amateur, you know, because of what I did as far as social media. That's an aspect I could never get rid of or talk negatively about, because it is how I earn a living. That's a crucial part of bodybuilding nowadays. So you gotta pay your dues on social media as well as the stage. That being said, when you really get in the trenches and you're really bodybuilding like as hard as you possibly can, you know, and the training's through the roof, the diet's through the roof, and mentally you're just done. You really want to hold in and focus on what you're really trying to do. As more of a traditional bodybuilder that I am, honestly, man, when it comes comp time, I don't really like to film or record or anything like that. I know most people don't, but it gets extremely hard for me to do that. So this prep, I'm gonna have to hire somebody to film me, hire somebody to edit the videos when I get to a certain point of prep, because the same thing's gonna happen, man. This happened my last prep as well, where I get close to the show and I'm really pushing myself and I just don't have it in me to film. I actually just want to focus on the task ahead. So if this happened twice already, and every time I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it this time, I'm gonna try my best, and I just can't get to do it. So lesson learned. Now I know that when I get close to the show, I just need to hire somebody. It's that simple. How did the show go? The prep went pretty well. I was working with Justin Compton, but I'll be honest with you guys, around 3 or 4 weeks out, I kind of started prepping myself. Compton did nothing wrong. I just wanted to play with some different looks. So in my head, I'm like, I want to play with a fuller look, because I came in on the smaller side my last prep. So in my head, I was kind of in my head about the size thing, because they did tell me they want to be bigger. So, which I was going to be bigger regardless, but I mean, try to tell them that's a bodybuilder. The worst thing I could have done is trying to coach myself toward the end. It's just not smart to coach yourself in bodybuilding, I'll be honest with you. I mean, even some of the best coaches, some of the smartest athletes have coaches, because it's not a knowledge thing. It's having a second pair of experienced eyes, because you can't trust your own eye when you're that depleted. You just can't. So that was probably the biggest mistake I made during the prep, and went for a fuller look. Still kept the cardio high, but started pushing the food up. As far as high carb days, you know, more high carb days, a little higher fat content during the week, and definitely filled out, and I was definitely full at the house, but I wasn't sharp enough. I mean, I was sharp enough to win almost any other regional show, but it just so happened one of my friends, actually, Paul, showed up, which is ironic because he's also one of Compton's athletes, and Paul is G-shredded. Paul is inside out shredded. So he got the nod. He got first place. I got second. I'll be lying to you if I say show day I wasn't pissed. Obviously not pissed at him, not pissed at Paul, because Paul isn't the judge, he's the athlete. Let me not say pissed, because pissed means angry. It wasn't anger, I was frustrated. I was frustrated because in my head, the size and shape I had was enough to beat Paul's condition and density. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that's how the judges felt, right? And that's their opinion. It is an opinionated sport. So regardless if I think this should beat that, it's irrelevant. So what I need to do, beat them on every aspect. So that kind of covers the whole show thing. So my next series, I don't know what it's gonna be called, but definitely gotta finish the series, because I'll be starting these series and not finishing it. Definitely gonna finish the next series. What are they gonna be called? I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that one. I'm gonna get some work done, and then I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, about to down meal number 6, last meal of the day. Probably the most dense meal of the day, you can say, I guess. It's gonna be my ground beef meal. This is 11 ounces raw weight of ground beef, 90% lean. It shrinks down to about 8 ounces probably when I'm done. So I got that, and then I have my 14 ounces of jasmine rice with my cup of Mountain Dew. That's the last meal, guys. So I'm hungry as hell for some reason, which is weird. I'm usually never hungry by the end of the day, but I'm hungry right now. So I'm about to down this meal, y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at BateyFall. Email me for coaching at BateyFall@iCloud.com. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Gains.